How to see if your crush likes you back in 3 steps. Step 1. Fake your death by opening Photoshop and make a death certificate and then send it to Instagram. Then they will think you have passed and will make your account a memorial account. Step 2. Now that people think you have passed, you have to go into hiding while you wait for people's reactions. The best way to do this is live in a dumpster behind Taco Bell and feed off the food scraps. Step 3. Check the comments on your recent post 48 hours later. By now, your crush will have commented their true feelings.
Honestly, Benjamin, you were the most obnoxious person I ever met, and you said I look like a swamp toad, and I hope you burn in the pits of hell.
Make sure to follow for more life hacks.
So it's 4 a.m. and I'm up thinking, do dogs go to heaven? Like, the only dogs that know what happens when they die are all dead. And the ones that come back and get doggy CPR can't speak English to tell us where they went. Like, I need to know if they're okay. That's why I'm teaching my dog English. That way, if she ever sees chocolate in the backyard and eats it, and then freaking dies and I have to give her mouth-to-mouth CPR to bring her back to life, then she can tell me where she went and I'll tell the CIA where all dogs go after they die. And we'll use top secret technology to open up a portal to their dimension. And I myself will travel there and free all the animals. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I'm in freaking animal heaven. Look, over there, it's Harambe. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh, and over there's Grumpy Cat. I forgot you died. That's so sad. Come on. Wait a second. Is that a squid? I hate squids. Just as I was closing the portal to Animal Heaven, I made sure every last squid was left in there. Then I connected to Heaven's Bluetooth speaker and played Dance Monkey on repeat for the rest of eternity at full volume. I woke up this morning after having a nightmare where Zombie Shawn Mendes and Zombie Camila Caboo were trying to eat me. I woke up terrified and reached for my water bottle full of Red Bull, but when I looked at my hand, there was like some spot that I'd never seen before. I quickly searched to see what it was and it said that it was cancer, but like, I'm a Virgo, so that made no sense. Anyways, I was still a little bit spooked, so I sent a picture of it to my doctor, and then I carried on with my day, which was watching 3 seasons of one show and then playing 47 games of Fortnite until 6 a.m. But the next morning I woke up and it was like itchy and bubbling, and I was like, okay, this is a demon. And just then I got a text from my doctor and he was like, did you mean to send me a Roblox meme? And I was like, oopsie. So I sent him the actual picture and went back to bed. But when I woke up, there was like 30 more and I was like, ah, and I started crying and they were on my face too, and my doctor texted me that they were a flesh-eating insect, and I cried some more until one fell in my mouth. And it had a little crunch, and honestly, it kind of tasted like bacon. So, like, I ate a few more, and next thing you know, I'm spooning these bugs in my mouth like it's Lucky Charms cereal.
Ever since Trump got banned off of every social media platform, I actually discovered the last way that he's been able to whine to his little Trump stands, since he can't be on Twitter anymore. And you're probably wondering, what is it? Well, last January, my number got leaked online, and someone took my number and gave it to the Trump campaign. So they've been sending me non-stop texts, emails, and calling me like once a week.
To support Donald Trump.
And whenever they call me, I, politely decline. Anyways, since he's been banned, it's been real quiet until one day I was drinking Red Bull out of my frog mug on the balcony when a piece of paper hit me in the head from the sky, and I saw a carrier pigeon flying away. Anyways, I looked at the note, and it was a note from Trump himself saying he's bored and losing his job and needs $50. So you know what I did? I went looking for the perfect pigeon to send back to the president of the United States, and I found a strong young pigeon with just a dash of rabies. I showed it a picture of Trump, pointed it in the direction of the White House, and I said, fly, baby, fly.
I was walking to the store when I passed a window with a really cool design in it, and I searched up what that design is, and it's something called Boulet Holays. Anyways, I made it to 7-Eleven and someone was stealing. Hello? But anyways, I was about to buy 8 bottles of 5-Hour Energy so I can stay up for a week straight, when I reached into my pocket and my wallet was gone. I told the clerk I couldn't pay, and then I panicked and I left. And I was like, where's my wallet? I must have dropped it while I was walking here or something. And that's when I got a notification from my bank saying that someone was making purchases on my card. I ran home to see what they were buying, and I opened my laptop and I saw that they had bought 27 boats, and I felt so impressed. I'm Special Agent Ben Almeida, and welcome back to Catching a Thief. The night before, I placed the wallet right in the view of a camera I had set up, and I followed the thief home using a Bluetooth chip hidden in the wallet. And as I approached the house, I got ready with my flashlight to bust in there. But that's when I got tackled and put in handcuffs. I looked up and the thief turned out to be a different FBI agent. Hello, my name is Ben Almeida, and this is Catching an FBI Agent Catching the Thief.
Hey, can I listen?
Yeah, of course.
Can you clean it, please?
Oh my god, yeah, I'm so sorry. Let me clean it.
Oh. What are you doing?
I don't want to listen anymore.
Look, it's all clean.
Go on, put it in. Today I gave myself a terrible haircut because my hair had the wingspan of a pterodactyl. Before it started, I needed to get prepared, so I put a garbage bag on myself to keep the hair off, but then I realized I looked like a spawn of Lucifer and I couldn't stop cry laughing. But then I parted my hair and started cutting. I didn't want to see the damage I was doing, so I didn't look, and I cut it as if Helen Keller was giving herself a haircut. I accidentally cut off too much, and I thought it was bad enough until the scissors started getting stuck in my hair, and then I got it out, and then the scissors got stuck again. At this point, I'd pulled out more hair than I had cut, and I looked like an egg, so I decided to just give up and take the clips out. And when I pulled them out, I looked like an Oompa Loompa. I did cut a lot of hair, but I kind of liked how it turned out until I realized I missed a spot. And then I just started cutting pieces for fun, and then I cut too much off, and dang it, we're out of time. But if you want to see what happened, the video is on my channel, and the link is in my bio. So it is currently December, and the pandemic has gotten on my last nerve. So I bought a coronavirus vaccine off of Wish.com for only $20,000. And I had to wait 2 months for it to come, but then it finally arrived in this huge crate that I could barely lift up the stairs. But I opened up the box and I pulled the vial out. I wasn't sure how to take it, but I wasn't gonna use a needle because I am needleophobic. So I put some of it in my juice bottle and I drank it, and I was feeling pretty okay. And I went to go test it out by licking as many public surfaces as I could for an hour straight. Then as I was walking home, I started to feel a little dizzy. And when I finally got home, I double-checked the packaging, only to realize they had sent me a vial of Obama bathwater. And there was no vaccine. I took the vial and flushed it down the toilet, but then I remembered, you can't flush glass down the toilet. And then I heard a bang, and I ran outside to go see what it was. And all the pipes had exploded on my street, and there was doo-doo water everywhere. And I had caused a disaster. But the one good thing was, I saw Remy the Ratatouille floating on a piece of cheese. And I said, "Hi, Remy," as he sailed off into the drain. I was shooting tapioca balls for my boba tea at strangers on the street when I saw a weird light flash out of the corner of my eye. And I'm in an Airbnb, and I always hear about them having secret cameras to spy on people. So I started getting anxious, and I looked around to try and find the camera, and I peeked in the toaster oven, and I saw the flash to my right. So I looked through some decorative grass thinking it could be in there, but all I found was a cute little mini red croc keychain, so I put it on my backpack because it's kind of cute. And that's when across the street in the parkade, I saw a flash go off, and I realized it's the paparazzi. I can't go anywhere without them showing up.
Hey, yo, Ben of the Week, is it true that you have 0 friends and no one likes you, and you smell like a waste processing facility?
Anyways, the made-up situation in my head made me cry myself to sleep in the bathtub, and when I woke up, I went into the kitchen to grab some seaweed for breakfast. When I remember that my camera is my security camera to watch me while I'm locked up in the loony bin, and I'm not in an Airbnb, I'm locked up. Hi, my name is Ben, and I've lost my grasp on reality. Today, I woke up sad and single for the 7,347th day of my life. As I got up to drink my water bottle full of stale Red Bull, I thought, no, this ends today. Okay, here goes nothing. Dear Zendaya, you don't know me, but I love you. This is my formal marriage proposal to you. April Fool's was yesterday, so I'm dead serious. I would love to marry you on the set of Shake It Up, but the set's actually on top of a boat in the middle of Fiji. And I've invited every Disney Channel icon. Look, there's Bertram from Jessie sitting next to Bob Duncan from Good Like Charlie. Oh, and there's Mr. Mosby from The Sweet Life. Wait, why is everyone in the audience a bald man? Anyways, I invited Bella Thorne, but she couldn't make it because they stopped her at the airport because she was trying to smuggle drugs. Anyways, I truly believe you were the most beautiful woman on the planet. If I could describe how you make me feel, it's like when you see a hydraulic press video and they squish a piece of soap and it becomes little soap noodles in the air. Now, my net worth is $3 and a half-used Subway gift card, so I made my own little soap noodle ring just for you. So, Zendaya, will you be my wife? Guys, please send this to her. If she sees this, I will scream. I was enjoying a delicious cabbage snack when I got the idea, I'm gonna go make friends with random strangers on the internet. So I put my baby cabbage back in the fridge and went downstairs with my laptop and logged into Omegle. The first thing I saw was someone holding their and then I met a mime that was copying everything I did, and then another person showed their So then I went upstairs into the bathroom to grab a tissue and poured dish soap on it to wash my eyes out from what I had just seen. And then I took the dish soap and made a prayer circle on the floor around me to cleanse my soul, but I slipped on the stove. Anyways, there was a lot of screaming, and then I went back on Omegle and saw a freaking clown that scared the crap out of me, and then I panicked some more until I decided to go back on one more time. That's when I got matched with someone who sounded really familiar, like their voice sounded like some famous rapper. And I asked them, do I know you? But then they showed their face and it was, you're supposed to be in jail. We ran out of time on TikTok, but the full video is on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. So my dad loves mangoes, so for Christmas, I got him a single mango from Walmart as his Christmas present. But I couldn't just wrap it because it would be obvious that I got him a mango like everyone else does for Christmas. So I grabbed my wrapping paper and I wrapped it as something completely different, then I put it under the tree. But a few weeks had passed and it started to smell really bad, and when I checked it, the mango had molded. So I had to throw the whole freaking present out and wrap a brand new mango. But I had run out of wrapping paper, so I got in my car and I drove back to Walmart and I found a tube of basic wrapping paper. And then I pretended it was a sword and I was swinging it around, but I accidentally killed a minion. Anyways, then I was bored in line, so I screamed into it like a horn and I said, Arby's, we have the meats. Anyways, I got home and I cut up the mango. I grabbed a random DVD case and I put all the mango slices in it. But my aunt's cat tried eating it. Ugh. And then I wrapped the Lego Star Wars for Xbox 360 disc case and put it under the tree. And when I woke up this morning on Christmas, I gave it to him.
What the? I was attempting to make a vanilla bean frappuccino, but I didn't have any vanilla, so it was just a bean frappuccino. And well, it didn't taste very good, and I couldn't afford a real one from Starbucks either, cause I kind of jammed my credit card into the disc slot of my Xbox to try and pay for Fall Guys. But I never got my card back, so, anyways, it was 4 a.m. and Starbucks was closed, so I was gonna have to sneak in. So I drove over to the Halloween store and I found a disguise. And then I paid for it and left and met up with some Oompa Loompas trying to help me. But we went to get Subway first, cause we needed sustenance for the heist. Anyways, it was finally time, and we arrived at the Starbucks and we're ready to bust in there. We arranged in perfect Oompa Loompa formation, but I decided I wanted boba instead. So we went and got boba and busted it down inside the boba place instead. Anyways, now I have this wig and I don't know what to do with it, and I tried blow drying it, but it's made of plastic, so toxic fumes came off and I accidentally breathed it in, and now I have 3 legs and I could run faster than a Tesla boy. So last week I woke up and decided to buy a hamster. And like I put it in a cage, but then the hamster experts in the comments canceled me and informed me that cages are very bad. So immediately we got a fish tank and filled it with hamster bedding and gave her a house and then another house. And then I chopped up some bananas and spinach and carrots and made a little kebab, and she's thriving. But she still needed a name, and I asked you guys what we should name her. And there were 159,000 suggestions, but one of the top ones was Sophia the First. She was a hamster in the village doing alright. Then she became a princess overnight. No, that's so bad. Then people said she could be called Grilled Spicy Chicken Sandwich. And I asked her and she was like, excuse me? She clearly didn't like that. So I was like, all right, Miss Hamster, what'll it be? I went to the fridge because I was hungry, and there was a 7-Eleven taquito. That's perfect. Everyone say hi to taquito. Anyways, I just posted some cute little pictures with taquito. So if you want to go check them out, my Instagram is @Benoftheweek. I don't know if you forgot, but today is November 13th. Yeah, the day the Gummy Bear album's in stores. And when I woke up this morning and remembered, I immediately ran out the door and Ubered to Target at the crack of dawn to buy it. But when I got there, I went to the CD section only to discover that the Gummy Bear album was nowhere to be found. All that was there was like 5,000 Kids Bop Christmas albums, and I was so sad until I had an idea. I grabbed every last one of the Kids Bop albums and paid $100 for all of them. I brought them home, and then I opened each and every one of them and took out the CD and put them in my computer so I could erase all the Kids Bop songs and put Gummy Bear songs on them. Then I put the CDs back in the case and resealed them with plastic wrap and brought them back to Target. And I put them in front of all the boring albums, except you, Ariana. I'd never do you like that. I then went home and felt good about making sure the Gummy Bear album was in stores on November 13th. Until I saw police lights outside my window, and I went outside and saw an entire SWAT team. So, looks like this is my last post ever, but I still have my Instagram on my prison phone, so go follow me @Benoftheweek and hype up my recent. Okay, bye. I was screaming into the void because I had dropped 10 pounds of protein powder on my pinky toe until I realized I'm almost at 5 million followers on here. Now, I can't even count to 5 because last week I crashed into a telephone pole while going too hard to oh my god, which gave me brain damage and memory loss. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm almost at 5 million followers. I want to celebrate by eating 5 million olives because I love them so much. But when I opened my fridge, I only had 1 jar. So obviously I called a place where all olives come from, Olive Garden. They said to stop calling or they'll call the police. And I told them, if your breadsticks really are unlimited, then you should act like it and I won't light my table on fire in a fit of rage. But then they hung up and I realized I'd burned down every other Olive Garden in my city. So I thought, I'll make my own Olive Garden. I drove over to an old abandoned restaurant, planted some olive trees, and decided to dedicate my life to harvesting the olives until I have 5 million to share with you guys. So come on down to Olive Garden. Listen, I don't want to get sued. I was walking down the street when I saw my biggest fear, a TikTok wiggy. I screamed and I ran over and engaged in a brawl with the wiggy and ended up stealing their wig, and I was running away to hide it, but I got kind of hungry. So I stopped at Subway and got some bread with cheese. And when I finally got home, I was eating my cheese and bread from Subway, and I realized it's Halloween and I don't have a costume. And I could be a wiggy for Halloween, but that's too boring. So I needed something better and decided to be YB from Coraline. So I found a black jacket and I slipped it on, and then I found some skeleton gloves, and then I tried getting some eyeliner put on, but it hurt so bad and I cried it all off. And then I put it all on and boom, YB. But it didn't stop there, because I had a little photo shoot, and then I photoshopped myself into the creepy butthole scene at the end. We're out of time, but the finished results are on my Instagram if you want to go check it out, @Benoftheweek. Okay, bye. I woke up to a text from a friend saying I need to turn on the TV. So I grabbed the remote and turned it on to see my face on the news.
YouTube influencer Ben of the Week posted this video where he hacked classes.
3 months ago, I made a YouTube video where I joined some people's Zoom calls. Anyways, this boomer journalist who looks like if you blended together every Karen in the universe called me a hacker.
In some cases, teachers ended the Zoom. In others, they simply removed the hacker from the meeting.
How in the frick are you gonna call me a hacker when half the time I'm trying to log into this app and I forget my own password and can't even get into my own account? Anyways, I grabbed my laptop and looked right in the camera where I know my FBI agent is watching me, and I told the homie that I was never gonna do it again because my Zoom account actually got banned last time. And then I closed my computer and enjoyed some peace. And then I got bored and opened up my laptop and went right back on Zoom, baby. I think there's a spider on your wall.
A spider? Oh, you know.
And then I joined a bunch more classes, and if you want to see the full video before it gets on the news again, the link to the YouTube video is in my bio. So, I was trying to buy a tiger online so that my dog could have a little friend to play with. And I found one for $5. I thought in my head, this is such a great deal. It sounds so legitimate. The dude selling it was named Barbara, and he sent me a picture of a shipping container with his address and saying,
Meet me here, winker face.
I was like, what a welcoming and sweet dude. I told Barbara, okay. Then I went outside and hopped in my car, looked at my reflection and scared myself, put my seatbelt on, of course, and then drove 8 hours to go to his container house. I only crashed into one lane. When I got there, I could hear circus music playing from the inside. I got out of my car and slowly approached the container. It kind of smelled like something rotting, but I really wanted my $5 tiger. I was about to go in, but guys, come on. Do you really think I'd do that? We have to social distance, so I'm waiting until after the pandemic to meet up with an unknown man named Barbara to buy a tiger from him for $5.
Hiya, here's your food.
Thanks, dude.
You didn't tip.
Oh, I only have $2.
Oh, you know what I have? Your address.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I can literally, like, take you out.
Wait, what?
Does your family live here?
Yeah. Why?
Oh, sweet. My uncle actually eats families.
Oh,
Crap, what kind of sauce do you want?
Oh, I didn't order any sauce.
Okay, well, will barbecue work when my uncle eats your family?
Oh, dude, I think you have a gas leak in your house.
Wait, like for real?
Yeah, can I go check it out for you?
Alright, yeah, for sure. Come on in.
Okay, sick.
Okay, so the kitchen's right here if you want to check it there. Well, like, are you able to find it?
Oh, I know exactly where it is.
Hey, I ordered vegan taquitos. Is there cheese in this?
Why, yes, there is.
I'm lactose intolerant.
And you're the gas leak.
Hey guys, I'm really sad to announce that my dog Kobe is gone.
Cause she's a freaking sheep now. Look at how long her fur is. This pandemic has closed every single dog grooming place in my town, leaving my dog that usually looks like a rat into a sheep. But I finally found one that was open. It's me. I have a pair of scissors, so I'm gonna give her a haircut right now. I was about to make the first snip when I realized how bad the haircut that I gave myself was. So I decided to leave it to the pros. I put her leash on, headed out the door, and popped her in the car. Now we were driving to the groomers, but there was a Karen driving right in my butt cheeks because I was going so slow. But like, that's my baby. I'm gonna drive slow. So I dropped some nails out my window and Karen hit the ditch. Anyways, it was finally time to drop her off. I pulled her out of the car and told her she's the goodest girl. And then I dropped her off. I cried a lot driving home, but if you want to see what she looks like shaved, I'll post her on my Instagram story at Benoftheweek. I was inhaling Lucky Charms in my desolate room for breakfast when I realized it is time for a whole room makeover. But I didn't want any boring room. I wanted a complete Minecraft room makeover, baby. I didn't have any supplies or Minecraft merch, so I Ubered over to Target and I went to the home section. And I got like a pillowcase, a blanket, a whole freaking comforter that's Minecraft themed. And then I paid for it, I went home, and I prepared for the transformation. I took the old pillowcase off and slipped on my brand new Minecraft reversible pillowcase and hung up a Minecraft pickaxe above my bed so I can defend myself if someone robs my house. And even though it's foam and someone robbing me will probably have something not as soft as foam, it's still pretty cool. Anyways, I put the comforter on the bed and then I hung up a creeper blanket above my bed. But I was missing one final touch. I saw a TikTok a while ago of someone Minecraftifying their window, so I grabbed some tape and followed the pattern from the Minecraft window pane, and then boom! Minecraft windows, baby! Wait, we're out of time. If you want to see everything I added and how it turned out, the link to the YouTube video is in my bio. Have you ever noticed how almost every label has these weird dots and color codes? These are on everything from pudding boxes to taco seasoning packets. They're on granola bar boxes, and they're even on chocolate chip bags. Even my delicious cottage cheese has it too. I thought to myself, what do they mean? So I've spent the past month researching it, trying to crack the code. My first thoughts were that it had to do with the color, so I wrote down 2 codes from 2 packages down. But then my marker died, so I killed it. Then I colored in the shapes to match the secret code, but I didn't find anything, so I ripped it up. That's when I realized it's not a color puzzle, it's a crossword puzzle. The code always appears in either 4 or 6 circles or squares, so I wrote it out again and I knew exactly what filled the spaces this time. Debbie Ryan. If you don't believe me, here's her with pistachio pudding, has the code. Here's chocolate chip cookies on her Snap story. Chocolate chips have the code. And finally, here's her with a granola bar. The granola bar has the code. Why would she do this? What if she's trying to brainwash all of us by placing these subtle codes so she can take over our brains and... I
I was flying to Madagascar for a weekend full of partying.
Wait a minute. Do you think I'd risk the lives of everyone around me to go party?
I'm just kidding. I'm actually taking a road trip to Gabby Hannah's house to unplug her internet and pour mayonnaise on her computer. I arrived at her house to find out that she lives in a shipping container. I thought, wow, she wasn't kidding when she said she's shadow banned. I knocked and then entered slowly, not knowing what I was gonna find. Just then I saw her internet modem and went to unplug it when she walked up to me on all four limbs and threw an onion at me. I said, "Stay back, Gabby Hannah," and she grunted at me like a caveman. But then I noticed she started to cry, and I realized I'd probably been the first person she's seen in ages. So I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe people are too harsh on her. I went outside and grabbed some flowers from the weeds. When I offered them, she snatched them out of my hand. Then out of nowhere, she sang,
Point the finger, pull the trigger, throw them up your trail.
I was seeing how many oranges I could fit in my mouth before throwing up when my doorbell rang. I wasn't expecting anyone, and when I answered it, there was no one there, just a notebook. It was kind of creepy, but when I opened it, I realized it was for my horse girl cousin Gretchen, and she'd drawn me, Peppa Pig? I thought I'd draw her something back, so I made, 2 minions in love, and I left it in the same place for her. The next morning, the doorbell rang again, and I opened it to find another Peppa, so I took the liberty of drawing Rainy Rodriguez as my sleep paralysis demon, and put it back the same place as yesterday. However, the next day I received something completely different. When I opened the sketchbook, Peppa had turned into bacon? Is this a threat? I texted her, haha, very funny, Gretchen, stop coming to my house. And she was like, what? And so I replied, Peppa time is canceled, Gretchen. And she replied, I don't know what you're talking about. So, knowing that wasn't Gretchen the whole time, I felt completely terrified, so I watched some seafood ASMR eating and fell asleep. I woke up to my leg burning from my laptop. My hand kind of felt weird, and I noticed I was covered in bacon. Anyways, now I'm completely terrified, and I don't know what to draw in return. Please help. So I was making a delicious quarantine meal of salad and licorice, aka diabetes salad, when something caught my eye outside my kitchen window. I looked across my yard to see my neighbor had left a message for me. I immediately thought, bruh, I'm about to have a Taylor Swift music video love story, but then I remembered that my neighbor is a 72-year-old grandma named Myrtle that smells like moldy peas. I looked closer and saw that her sign just said hello. I thought, okay, she seems pretty friendly, so I grabbed some paper and decided to write a note back. I scribbled down, hi Myrtle, and drew some hearts. I ran upstairs to my window, left it there overnight, hoping that I could have some fun with that elderly bag of bones and skin. Then the next morning, I ran upstairs to see what she'd written back. So anyways, I'm currently hiding in my basement with my dog and my Animal Crossing trying to figure out what to say back. Please help, I'll reply in part 2.
Ow! Do your knees pop? Try Doo-Doo-Pril and live a better tomorrow today.
I mean, okay.
Side effects include
Death, bleeding,
Wait, what?
joint pain, knee popping,
I thought the whole point is so my knees don't crack. What?
knee pain, knee discomfort. You may feel the uncontrollable urge to go into your fridge and then grab a lemon and get in your car and drive over to Walmart and look for an innocent elderly person and throw the lemon at their head.
I'm so sorry.
Do not drive while on Doo-Doo-Pril.
But it just made me drop. I'm walking home then. I'm walking.
Blindness may occur at any time. Some patients forget English and only speak Spanish.
Esto es ridículo. ¿Por qué?
In 90% of cases, your knees will fall off. However, popping is guaranteed to stop at this stage.
¡Qué mierda!